is that?
And like when I stepped in, I was, I wanted no karmic anything, no kids, and it consistently, I was like, this twin flame thing, man, people are just obsessed and everything, and I think I feel that it's, again, it's a metaphor for duality, for the aspects of self, masculine, feminine, all that, and it's blending so much now. We are reunifying so many aspects of ourselves that, I asked my partner, and it is just a partner, somebody that, somebody in your soul group, thousands of people.
Sure,
right?
exactly.
Thousands, and you think like an oversoul projecting like all these souls, and then all those souls, fragmenting into all these bodies and everything. Your soul group can be, thousands and thousands of people, and to you run into people and you're like, I think that's my twin flame. It's like, well, you guys probably had a lot of journeys with everybody you meet during the shift.
Yes, exactly.
It's purposeful. Not only are you exchanging light codes, like we're just sitting here and there's so much work going on.
There is. There
You
really
can
is.
feel it. You're like, but it's, and that's part of following the intuition and the guidance too. It's like, I really feel like, it's like, go, and just be in that space, and the people that you cross paths with, don't cling to it like it has to be that perfect. Oh my God, if I don't see me going in, oh my God, what the shift is over.
Well, you will see me again.
Yeah, I mean, don't be a light workaholic.
No.
But realize that, there are thousands of people that you're interacting with all the time, and then you go multidimensional, and your teams are like all over the place, so the idea of one is so, it's so old paradigm.
It is.
It's like that it's beautiful if you do find one person that you can love and tolerate for an entire lifetime. My goodness. But also remember that relationships are what show you and teach you what you need to learn. So if you're shutting down your relationships by clinging to one person as the be-all, end-all, and a lot of times when people have taught each other as much as they can teach each other, and they continue to go, but you're my twin, and we have to cling to this belief, and I will never learn anything else because I'm clinging to this twin thing, and the twin thing is usually very dramatic.
Yes.
It's like it might be, and some people traumatize when they find out it's their child, it's their dad. They're like, oh my God, I'm in love with my dad. It's like it's the twin thing is it's a polarity. That's the thing. It's a very dualistic thing.
Yes.
Somebody's going to embody all the feminine, all the masculine, and you're going to fight it out, and it's going to be really intense if you get together in a relationship, or it will just be this really intense love, whatever it is that you have to learn from each other. But then when you're done, you're done.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about being that presence, is not to try not to cling to what we believed in. Even moment to moment, it's like just see what's true in every moment. May not be what happened when you first woke up.
Well, that's one of the things that we went over a lot, because in our retreat we were talking a lot about, so I've been poring over this, and I've been reading all these books on the law of attraction, and we've been I've been working a lot on this and that, and
trying to pull in somebody?
No, just for anything. Anything in general. Some for somebody.
Yeah.
I do get a lot of that with somebody's, and there is always that. It's always if you want, do you want that lesson right now? Maybe we should look and see what lesson you're craving right now, because that might turn you on to a different type of person or situation, or it might turn you off to that entire expectation altogether. Let's talk about what lesson you're trying to learn. Let's talk about what experience you really want to manifest through this. Even though you're fixated, you might not, you might want to maybe, extricate a little bit more. What's coming out.
And it's difficult sometimes. I feel that that's why there's so many really good teachers and guides available right now, because it's really difficult after all this density for people to realize what are the lessons? What am I supposed to be learning? I don't get it. And especially when you're surrounded by, not here in Shasta, there's not a lot of people around, but when you're in a more populated area, where there's so much interference. I'm not talking about darkness, it's gone, But when there's so much stuff interfering with your field and so many thought forms and everything, it's really difficult for people to like find the spirit. That's why you have to do that kind of work out in nature, you know, butt on the ground, hands on the ground, or around a tree, or whatever. You know, finding that connection to Gaia, because Gaia, the grid systems now are emanating these frequencies that are available for you to partake in if you so choose, you know, and it is that choice. You know, people who like meditate indoors or whatever, you're not getting the bang for your buck that's available. You know, if you go outside and experience we're getting plasma bombardment, photonic light bombardment
Yeah,
all the time.
clearly.
And it's divine, and that's the natural part of yourself, that natural light state that will reveal what it is that you need to take a look at. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
And going back to like with the twin flame thing, I often feel that a lot of that comes from, it can be an avoidance from the truth again, because it can be like, if I just get this person, then everything's going to be fantastic. And it comes from this kind of like sense of incompleteness. And I think what we're all saying here is that incompleteness, that completeness is within all of us, and it's something that has to be found within all of us. Otherwise, we're always going to be in that dualistic mode of, now I've got this, now I'm going to be complete, but then it disappears. Now I've got this, now I'm going to be complete, then it disappears again.
Yeah.
And you know, that completeness, that wholeness, that true connectivity only comes from within. And when you're there, then, you know, maybe then a soulmate might come along, but don't really think about it too much, you know, don't make that the emphasis, make yourself the emphasis, and then those things will come on, then everything else falls into place.
Right, and not to get too insular about I have to go within and find, you know, me first.
Yeah.
It is, you know, we are moving into unity consciousness, so you're going to find that love that everyone was searching for, and I was searching for. You're not only going to find it within yourself, that is that unwavering divine love. It's just so powerful to know yourself as source incarnate, just invincible, all-powerful, magnificent power of love. You're going to be in love with everything, and then you fall into that unity consciousness, the Christed state, that Krishna, I am everything, and you're going to find it in everyone. You know, I'm going to love Nico as much as I love everybody else, you know, because I love you.
I love you too.
But it's just, you're going to find it everywhere, you know, and not only that, but the you know, the separation of that kind of religious state of, I'm going to meditate and now I'm going to find I am God, great. You know, well, you're going to be around all these other people, and that's still separation. If you can't touch, you know, the people around you, or you're just like, I've got to guard my energy, I don't know what you have going on, that's still duality, you know, so it's becoming unwavering love all the time, where there's no fear.
It's collapsing the inner and outer boundaries. There is no external, there is no internal, we're both wanting the same thing.
There's no distance either, right?
No, exactly.
That true unity consciousness, you know, where we're all sitting here as one divine being.
Pretty much.
Here's the Trinity right here, you know. One divine being going, this is, you know, we're really honoring this moment,
Yes,
you know, this passage through the shift, you know, and having the guts to step forward and go, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters but this divine journey and helping everyone along and learning as much as we can, staying as open as possible to what's going on, and trying not to get shaken off course when weird stuff happens or people are, you know, making comments or whatever. It does not matter. It just does not matter, because it's that in this world but not of its state. You're not detached. You're source. You're flowing through all of this. You know, it's just such divinity.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey,
We could hug all day.
Yay! There's divinity right there.
there's divinity right there.
There's Solaris behind a cloud. Wow, that's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
Look at that. Nice.
It is very nice.
Welcome to Shasta.
Thank
Isn't it
you for
beautiful
having
up
us.
here?
It's been
Oh,
just a
we
lot
get
of.
a little bit of mountain.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, it's magnificent.
Just for like timeline's sake, there are wildfires all around Shasta burning right now. So we have like smoke, and we had thunderstorms yesterday, and there's clouds, so it's all like this wild light. It almost feels dangerous. I like it. It's all like mystical.
There is there is a certain, dare I say, sexiness about it. Like I said,
Yeah.
Chris and I were driving through through Southern Oregon, through Ashland last night, and we saw lightning, but it was the smoke. It was purple lightning hitting the mountain, and there was this point where we stopped. And we were at the parking lot of a Fred Meyer, and there was like we took about 10 minutes to just, okay, are we looking for a place to stay, or are we just gonna go? Smart is not we're not even thinking about smart. We're just thinking about purple lightning, sleep. So we went to the hot springs. It was still good. It was still good.
That's good.
Yes.
Because the energy here too. I mean, you'll probably feel it as you leave. You're like, oh my god. You know, you feel like you're plugged in, and then as you leave, like the plugs come out. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was so plugged in while I was here. You know. But yeah, very powerful gateway right now.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Moldavite has nothing on this. Nothing.
Yeah.
This coming from a guy who had like 6 on for a whole year. Nothing. Moldavite has nothing on this.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all beautiful.